Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. You are not going to believe what just happened. For those of you who have been following this journey from the very beginning, you know the blood, sweat, and tears that have gone into this moment. We've spent months, years even, piecing together fragments of history, deciphering coded messages in old letters, and trekking through unforgiving terrain, all based on a legend passed down through my great-great-grandfather's diary. A story of a Union paymaster who vanished during the Civil War, supposedly with a chest of gold meant for the troops. Many called us crazy. Experts told us it was a wild goose chase, a family myth, nothing more. But we held on to that glimmer of hope. We trusted the research. We trusted the process. And most importantly, we trusted that feeling deep in our gut that told us we were close. And today, everything changed. Just a few hours ago, after digging in what felt like the 100th spot marked on our antique map, we hit something. Not a rock, not a root. It was solid, metallic. The sound echoed through the woods, a sound that made our hearts stop. We cleared the dirt away, hands trembling with a mix of exhaustion and pure adrenaline. Slowly, the top of a dark, iron-banded wooden chest emerged from the earth. It had been buried in for over 150 years. The hinges were rusted solid. The lock was a formidable piece of 19th century engineering. It took us another hour of careful, painstaking work to pry it open without causing too much damage. We didn't know what to expect. Maybe it was empty. Maybe it was filled with nothing but mud and decay. But when that lid finally creaked open, silence. The first thing we saw wasn't the gold. It was the faint, ethereal glow reflecting off our faces, painting our stunned expressions in a warm, shimmering light. And then, our eyes adjusted. Piled high, spilling over the edges, were gold coins. Not just a few, but hundreds, maybe thousands of them. Double eagles, liberty heads. A fortune frozen in time. We carefully started lifting them out. The weight of each coin felt surreal in my palm. This wasn't just metal. It was history. Each one of these could have paid a soldier, bought supplies, or changed the course of a battle. Underneath the top layer of coins, we found more. Tightly wrapped oilcloth bundles held jewelry, a delicate gold locket, a pearl necklace, a signet ring with an insignia we don't recognize yet. It seems this wasn't just a payroll chest. There were personal items tucked away in here. Items with stories we can only begin to imagine. As we dug deeper, the artifacts became even more significant. We found a set of perfectly preserved officers' epaulets, the gold thread still gleaming. A leather-bound journal, its pages miraculously still intact, though incredibly fragile. We haven't dared to open it yet. The ink could disintegrate with a single touch. And then we found this, a folded, yellowed piece of paper sealed with wax. It's not a letter. It feels different. Thicker. It almost looks like a deed or some kind of legal document. But why would that be in a chest full of gold and personal mementos from the Civil War? It doesn't make any sense. The paymaster was supposed to have stolen this and run. Why would he bury it with official-looking papers? This discovery, this moment, is more than we ever dreamed of. The hidden gold has been found. The legend was real. But as the initial shock and elation begin to settle, a new feeling is creeping in. A sense of unease. Looking at this chest, at these objects, it doesn't feel like a simple case of a thief burying his loot. The jewelry, the journal, this sealed document, it feels more complex, more personal. It feels like a story that was intentionally buried, waiting for someone to uncover it. This treasure raises more questions than it answers. Who did this jewelry belong to? What secrets are written in that journal? And what is the significance of this mysterious sealed paper? It's starting to feel like finding the chest wasn't the final chapter of this story. Looking at all this, I have a chilling thought. Is this the end? Or is this just the beginning? We found the treasure, but I think we might have just stumbled into a much bigger, much older mystery. There's a storm rolling in now. You can probably hear the thunder in the distance. It feels symbolic, somehow. Like the world is holding its breath, waiting to see what happens next. We need to document everything here, carefully. We need to figure out what our next steps are. That sealed document feels like the key to everything. What's inside it could change the entire story we thought we knew. It could change everything. The story of the lost gold is over. But the story of what we found here today, I think it's just getting started. There's so much more to uncover. So many secrets still buried with these artifacts. And we're going to share every step of this new journey with you. We have to stop here for now. Secure the site and protect these incredible finds. Thank you for being a part of this unbelievable moment. This is history, right here. To be continued. Don't miss what happens next. This is getting more intense than we could have ever imagined. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because you will not want to miss the next chapter of this incredible story. We'll see you very soon.